All right, you're back in the Cypher with the Podheads. It's JB Perez in the Cypher with my best buzz, Frank the Tank. And we got C Money again. Shout out to you wherever you're listening or watching. YouTube, WeTube. I see you, baby. Spotify, WDHN102james.com, Steelwaves Radio. Anywhere and everywhere you can find us. You'll probably find us there. Google us for sure. Guys, the third segment, you already know you're a fan of us. It's our segment, but we bring you the drug screening. We start off with the drug screening. And it's my turn. So let's get right to it. Hashtag the drug screening.
Did you ever see Son of a Woman?
Yup.
You ever seen Son of a Woman on weed?
You may have seen him before, but you've never seen him like this. We've scoured the archives in search of some of the worst movies just to bring you the hidden nugs that were made better by Bud. The Podheads Web Show presents the drug screening.
All right, hashtag the drug screening. It's where we're the Podheads. We bring you the worst movies, rated by whoever rates the movies, rated terribly, but are really good, especially when you're high. And the one I got for you this week, guys, I think it definitely falls into that category. We're going to go with Scary Movie 2. And that shout out to you, Frank the Tank, because you're the one that brought it to my mind. I was like, you're right. That is the best movie out of them all, especially when you're high. And I tell you what, not everybody thinks that way because it was the worst out of all the Scary movies. Scary Movie 2 was rated the worst, 15% on Rotten Tomatoes. When you're down that bad, I mean, you really hate it. But I tell you what, when you smoke, it actually it turns to be funny, right? Because my strong hand. Listen, it also in the drug screening, these movies always have a great cast. And for 2001, I mean, you know these names, right? The Wayans Brothers, duh. Anna Farris was huge back in 2001. Regina Hall, Christopher Masterson. Check this out still. David Cross, right? David Cross, you know him from, what's it called?
Arrested Development.
Yes, Arrested
Tobias,
Development.
yeah.
Tobias. Oh, my goodness. James Wood was in there. Tim Curry, Tori Spelling, and then there you go, Chris Elliott.
I mean, that cast is crazy if you think about that, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Tim Curry, it probably costs $500 million just to get Tim Curry.
Andy Richter was in this movie.
Andy Richter.
Richard Moore, James DeBella. I mean, everybody who was anybody, really, were in these movies. And that goes to the power of the Wayans Brothers, especially in the 90s and the early 2000s.
Shout out to the Wayans Brothers, man.
Mm-hmm. The synopsis is this. It was a follow-up to Scary Movie 1. And Scary Movie 1 was a cult classic still. Still gets a lot of love. Number 2, spoofs about them going to this mansion to get therapy or something, and then all the murder starts happening.
I think it was a spoof off of
Go ahead,
Amityville, right?
No, what the hell was it? Wasn't it the one with Catherine Zeta-Jones and they go to the big mansion and Liam Neeson?
Isn't
you don't remember?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I don't think it's that movie.
It's not that one? Because that was when they all went to get therapy specifically. House on Haunted Hill was a game show, wasn't it? It was a contest?
Yeah, you go through and whoever could last through the night wins, basically, because it was a haunted house. And that's what the premise was, I believe.
Well, the haunting.
Frank's probably
the haunting.
Right, I mean.
That's what it's called. The haunting.
Okay, that's what it is.
It was basically spoofing the whole haunting, but of course it throws other spoofs in there too. And yeah, you know what? If you're not baked, it's probably not that funny because it's one of those like it's so bad it's funny.
The N1 skit, bro. The N1 with it all balling.
And David Cross in the wheelchair, dude.
Come on, it's great, especially if you're a fan of comedy and you're a weedhead like us. Scary Movie 2, definitely the worst of them all, but I think the best of them all. Hashtag the drug screening. That's what we do. Bring you the worst movies that turn awesome when you smoke it, guys. You guys definitely watched it, right? And we're gonna watch it again.
I mean, all the David Cross. I'm a huge David Cross fan, and all the memories. Him getting blown in the wheelchair, and then he comes, and the girl's stuck to the ceiling. I'm pretty sure I'm remembering that right.
Yeah.
Dude.
That's what I'm saying. It's like people. I don't mind that raunchy comedy, especially back in the day. We were stupid teenagers. What do we know? Right? That was hilarious to us.
What I said about it was that that was the only movie out of the scary movies that was any good. All of the other ones were garbage. They made fun of Signs. They made fun of a bunch of other different movies. But Scary Movie 2 was the only one that I remember laughing out loud. Guns, them chasing each other. It was good. You know, the cast was bomb. The jokes back and forth between David Cross and I forget his
The
name.
waiter? Was it the waiter? Yeah.
Okay.
He was like, grab my hand. The guy's dying. He's going to fall to his death, right? But he reaches out with this deformed hand, and he's like, get that thing away from me.
And then they stick the hand in the mashed potatoes.
Oh, my God. He's like rubbing it down.
Yeah, bro. Again, because look at the people, like, who are the people that judge these movies? They're not us, right? That's who the demographic is for. It's for the cult following, and the people that judge it are not part of the cult following. I love it, bro. Good choice.
Yeah, hashtag the drug screening. Guys, if you're watching out there on live especially, watch it. Let us know what you think. Frank, it's your turn.
Thank you, JB. I appreciate you passing the proverbial blunt way, because you know it's always a cipher here with the buds. Hashtag higher learning, guys. It's my segment, and I like to educate, so let's get right into it.
Smaller than you, can't just say I'm smaller than you. Smaller than you, can't just say I'm small.
All right, guys, you know what it is. If you don't, it's where I like to spread a little knowledge. And usually there's a theme behind this, but today it's just going to be random facts. A lot of times when I'm just sitting hanging around, I like to just Google random stuff, find random facts, and I want to share them. What I learned, I'm going to bestow that information onto you guys. So, yeah. This today's higher learning comes to just random cool shit that I didn't know, that I bet most people didn't know. And it comes from Good Housekeeping.
Oh.
Don't hate.
Touche.
Non-pornographic magazine to masturbate. And I wanted to share some of this stuff. Here we go.
Curtains and tabletops.
See money. 100-fold hat. The chef's hat. Did you guys know that a chef's hat has those little folds in it?
Yes. Okay. Now I know.
It's 100 folds, and it stands for the significance behind those 100 folds is how many ways a chef should be able to make an egg, which is crazy.
Get out of here. 100?
100
ways
different
to
ways
make an egg. I know 6.
I know scramble, hard boil, sunny side up.
Over easy, over hard, and maybe like I don't know.
That's insane.
That's nuts. Okay.
Pretty crazy. See money. Here's another one for you. I'm allergic to cats. Did you guys know that some cats are allergic to people? It actually does happen where cats have lost chunks of hair, and people have brought their cats in not knowing what's up, and the cats are allergic to their owners. Pretty insane.
Did they say what the science is behind that? Like, because you stink? Maybe because you smell bad? Or
I think there's certain species, and it depends on certain mutations in that species. So not all.
So it's not okay. So it's not me. It's the cat.
Yeah. Apple pie isn't actually American. I think the original recipe came from England. So Google that shit.
Yeah,
easy as England pie. That's what I'm saying. That's so classic America, bro. Yeah.
Did you guys know that the largest known living organism on the planet is a grove? It's actually an aspen grove in where's this place? In Utah. It's over 80,000 years old, and it takes up over 100 acres. It's just
a grove, huh? I didn't know a grove was considered a living thing.
You know, like the Great Barrier Reef, you know.
Okay. Right. So I knew that, but I guess that's the same, train of thought here. I thought
itself basically.
Okay. I thought the answer was like a mushroom or like a fungus. I know a very big fungus that live in the bottom layer of the dirt or right underneath the dirt, but are very massive. So.
Yeah. Here we're taking it to munchies, guys. M&M. Did you guys know that M&M stands for Mars and Murray? The actual,
the name of the company.
I feel like I have heard that.
It's the son of the Mars Company. The Sons of the Mars Company. It's a British confection that started during the Spanish Civil War. It was actually Bruce Murray, the son of Hershey's chocolate president.
Sometimes I wonder if they tasted the same. The M&Ms we taste today, do they taste that way?
No, they kind of shit now, right? Bro. They taste artificial as fuck now.
Yeah, sugar and stuff. Sure.
Yeah.
Did you guys know that you can hear a whale's heartbeat from over 2 miles away? Which is pretty. I've seen videos next to whales, like where you've heard, shit, like where I've thought it was them, communicating, but it's pretty crazy. Sound travels faster underwater than it does above.
I think it's longer.
Yeah.
And not necessarily faster, right?
Google a whale's heart. They are massive, bro. The size of a whale's heart, like we could all fit.
Like a car.
Yeah. So it's pretty crazy.
No, like that's what I mean. Is it like the T-Rex from Jurassic Park where you hear the water rumbles a little bit? Like, how loud is this fucking thing? Does it wake you up in the middle of the night out there?
I don't know. I think you got to be in the water to hear it from that.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
are you guys gambling, man?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm black, baby.
What do you think the odds of getting a royal flush are?
Oh my.
One in like 500,000 or something like that.
Better chance to get struck by lightning.
No, it's
honestly.
crazy because JB, you're a lot more realistic than I thought. It's 1 in 649,740.
Not bad.
To be exact. Pretty crazy. I actually thought it was a lot more than that, surprisingly. But it doesn't seem that bad. 649,000. I think you have a better chance of getting a royal flush than hitting the lottery. So if you just spend all your money gambling instead of throwing it at the lottery, you might win big.
You laugh, but there are people who call themselves. There are people who are professional gamblers. They make a good living by following the odds, right? The odds are in their favor when they know the math.
Sure.
So here's another one for you. The king of rock and roll, and my last one we'll get out of here, or the so-called king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley. Obviously one of the greatest of all time. Only won 3 Grammys, which I thought that was surprising. You got people like fucking Billie Eilish walking out of the Grammys.
I mean, you can't nowadays is such a joke. You can't even compare nowadays.
I can't imagine. Yeah.
Surprising. It's surprising me that Elvis only won 3 though.
If there was such a thing as like a posthumous Grammy or like, a way to listen to old music and gave him, I mean, obviously he would win a lot more. But I think things were different back then. I mean, 3 Grammys back then was probably the pinnacle of music, entertainment, or whatever. Anyways, I'll take it out of here, buddy. Thank you so much for #Higher Learning. I love it because I learn a lot while I'm high. We're the Podheads Web Show at Podheads Web Show. We're going to be down in Florida real soon, guys. COVID be damned. We got one more segment to go, guys. We'll talk some sports and how COVID is affecting those things, guys. At Podheads Web Show. We'll be right back.